Hello and welcome to the Gamepodular Twitch channel. I am your host Hilka. Joining me, as he has on every one of these Portal 2 streams, is Scott. How are you doing today, Scott?
I'm good. I am prepared. I'm going to be thinking with portals.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Before we get into the gameplay, there's two things I want to mention. One is all the ways that you can give us money. The first being patreon.com/gamepodular. If you want to give us a recurring thing there, you don't have to. Of course, take care of yourself first, but we'd really appreciate it. It helps us pay for stuff like software and hosting and all of those great things that are just so fun to think about constantly. And the other way is our Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/gamepodular. I think there's a chat command, which is !Ko-fi, that will give you the link. I realized in the last stream, there it is, that having the... interesting. I didn't know that that was a separate thing. I should look into that because that's very annoying. But yeah, I realized in the last stream that having multiple links in a stream elements bot thing doesn't really work. So I have separate ones for Ko-fi. So we have separate ones for Ko-fi and Patreon now. And the other thing I wanted to mention is I have more things to complain about, as has been the case at the beginning of every stream in the last 3 streams. So, yeah, those of you who have watched more of our streams will know that I don't have an office chair at the moment. It just sort of broke. I currently can't sit on it because the seating part will just slide off and it will make me hit the ground, and I don't want to do that. And so I've been sitting on this dining table chair, which is not a great replacement because it has given me back pain. And let me see if it... Oh, and moving around on this chair is awful because it doesn't have wheels. So I have this chair back here. This has been my, like, I still want to sit at the computer, but I want to rest my back a little bit chair. The problem is, as you could probably tell, it's really far down. So thank God this happened like after I got like my desk being able to go up and down electronically, because before that, not a chance. Like I have to move my desk all the way as far down as it will go, and then sit with most of my body underneath the desk to be able to access my mouse and keyboard.
Oh.
So it's not a great solution. Also, this is a very minor complaint. I dinged my arm on my oven last night, and I have a horrible looking cut on my arm.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you've been injured.
Yeah. It's one of the many injuries that is plaguing me at the moment. I also slept on my shoulder weird 2 days ago, and it hurts, which is just so fun. I love being in my 30s. It's been a real hoot.
Just wait until you get into your 40s.
Yep. You know what the messed up thing is? Like, I do, after a long period of not exercising, I have been exercising in the past couple of months. And, like, I've been doing stretches, I've been doing cardio, I've been doing exercise. And you'd think that would make my body less fragile. But so far, that hasn't happened yet. Great. That's wonderful. So let's celebrate our adulthood by using our brains to play video games. That's right. It's Portal 2, baby.
Oh, yeah.
The screen share still working, Scott?
Yep, I can see your screen.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yes, unfortunately, this is not Silk Song.
Yeah. I see. I have not been playing Silksong. I believe you have.
I haven't actually bought Silksong. Because I haven't beaten Hollow Knight,
Ah,
the original. No, I've been playing something far different. I've been playing Fortnite.
yes. Oh, yeah, you posted the clip of you as the Green Ranger just absolutely
Yes.
smoking a bunch of 12-year-olds.
To be fair, it wasn't 12-year-olds, it was bots.
Ah, I see. So they're even
Like,
younger
the
than.
game
Heyo!
Yo, hell. Nice. With that, because it's because they had with their seasons, they've got the Power Rangers season now, and I am a '90s kid, so yeah, Power Rangers ho. You can buy like the standard 5 red, blue, pink, yellow, black Rangers, and then the battle pass, you get the green and the white Ranger.
Ah, the coolest ones.
Yeah.
That is in fact how
there
they
was
get you.
That's it. That is it. It's also annoying because the one you want is the one because you get a battle pass and you have to go 100 levels, and so I had to do 100 levels to get all of it.
Are you familiar at all with Dropout? Formerly College Humor?
Yes.
I don't know, like, they show up on people's, like, the, like, shorts show up on people's subscription feeds a lot, or, like, the YouTube homepage. And I'm a Dropout subscriber, so I'm paying for it, and I've seen the full episodes. But the clip from an episode of Make Some Noise, which is just, like, weird improv comedy prompts that I'm thinking of right now, is the white Power Ranger has to say his name out loud for the first time. You know, blue Power Ranger, red Power Ranger, white Ranger.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's so funny? Because you're aware of how Power Rangers, it's obviously based off a most of the fighting footage is off the Super Sentai Japanese
Yep.
show. Yep. And so what's funny is that with the White Ranger, because believe the Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they're based off the fourth iteration of the Sentai, Super Sentai group.
I believe you.
That's where, and that's where the Green Ranger comes from. Whereas the White Ranger is from, I'm not sure it's the one after, but it's from in Japan. It's from a completely different series. So anytime you see him in the Japanese footage, the White Ranger will never be with those Rangers. However, when they're not fighting, there will be. So it's just funny. Think about it.
Oh, I can go up there, maybe? Oh, yeah, that's probably what I have to do.
Yeah.
This is the one thing that I've heard about people complaining about Portal 2, is sometimes in the later levels it is very like, well, look into the distance to see the one thing you can portal onto. Just set one up there. So it is kind of funny how, like, the world, like, I say the world, there is an element of confirmation bias, I suppose, that, like, it feels like everybody in the world is playing Hollow Knight Silksong at the moment. And, like, as far as podcasts host on Gamepodular shows goes, there's one of us. Like those of you who listen to the podcasts, which you should all do because they're great, will know that Seskra is a big enough Hollow Knight fan that they do like randomizer runs for fun.
Yeah.
Like, you've never finished the original Hollow Knight. I don't enjoy Hollow Knight. Rosalie doesn't like Hollow Knight very much. Like,
Oh, okay.
we talked about this in the Discord server a while back, and if you want the invite, capital mark, yeah, Helka, capital mark. That's indeed what that punctuation is called. Exclamation point Discord to get the link to that. It's, I don't know. There's just something about the game feel that just didn't agree with me, and Rosalie's just not really into Souls-likes all that much. And Hollow Knight is like a Souls-light, I would say. It's got enough of the elements for it to be intrusive is maybe not the right word, but noticeable.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like the way it feels to play. I will say, we also talked about doing a series of streams in which, like, we just try things again. Oh, I see. And then, okay, I have to put blue over there and orange over there.
You see, if I had been in here, we could have easily done that.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, were we here?
I don't think we were here, but we did have to find a big vault.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I wouldn't mind, like, giving Hollow Knight another try. I do think that is kind of a fun stream idea.
I am tempted to try it again.
The only thing I am worried about is what if you still don't like it? And then you're just like, well, I guess we're just playing a game I don't like for 2 hours, you know? Like, do not lean on railing. Okay, so there's acid, I assume. Gesundheit.
Oh, thank you. But that's like anything. I mean, like I sort of, because I got Cyberpunk probably a couple of years ago on then Xbox and PC, the PC handheld. And I played that for a bit. I got to about like level 18 and then dropped off of that. And then I don't know. I just picked it up again on Switch. And I played it constantly, and the only reason why it sort of stopped, I guess it's just not a case that I stopped. I just got to get back into it. Is that I'm playing Kirby at the moment. There's a Gun Vault. But yeah, and Dragon Quest. But yeah, I just got to get back into it. So that maybe Hollow Knight would be somewhat similar. I love J.K. Simmons.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
Okay. Fun fact, Cave Johnson is in Baldur's... Cave Johnson? Good God. J.K. Simmons, the man who voices Cave Johnson, is in Baldur's Gate 3.
Well, there you go.
And he's
See,
great.
now, okay. So have you heard all the buzz around Star Wars Outlaws on Switch 2?
I don't know what you mean by buzz in this case. Like, I've heard it runs pretty well.
Yeah. Well, it was it was expected to run like dog doo-doo.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we covered this in, like, it did get a pretty significant visual downgrade, but not as much as I was expecting, just based on the trailer that they played at the Direct.
Like from the tree, yeah, apparently people are not knowing what happened with the trailer compared to what's released now. Because they had press events and the build was apparently not up to scratch. And people was said it was just going to be another dog doo-doo port, but apparently not. That just gives me more hope in regards to something like, Baldur's Gate 3 being ported to Switch 2.
Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Take a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
This game rules. Yeah, I think like so far the Switch 2 ports have been mixed, I would say. Like the Elden Ring port is not very good, right?
From what we hear, yeah. Apparently does not run well handheld. A few elements in that docked mode. But it's sort of like people were expecting that with Outlaws. And so maybe Elden Ring can pull out Outlaws.
Would be cool. So this picture of a younger Cave Johnson, it looks like young Tim Roth, right? It's not just me? Like sort of
yeah, I can see it.
Reservoir Dogs era Tim Roth, you know?
Yeah.
Sort of got the face going on.
Let's have a look. Yeah, kind of.
Even in 4K, I still can't read still can't read the writing. I think it's probably just gibberish. It would be very funny if it was just lorem ipsum. Spirit of Idaho National Potato Board Award for the promotion of potato science. Oh,
you
God.
go to Idaho, you get a potato.
Cave Johnson shower curtain salesman of 1943. Oh, God. And I assume the implication here is that the top 100 applied science companies, Aperture Science being number 2, I assume Black Mesa is number 1 there. But to go back to Silksong for a minute, which again, neither of us are playing, so you will not get any spoilers. It is kind of funny how it has permeated discussions on gaming so much in such a short amount of time, to the point where, like, I dreamed about Silksong last night. And I am not playing it. But it was like 70% of my dreams last night was just Silksong stuff.
That's how much we absorb.
That's the power of social media, baby.
Yep.
And how do you feel about, not to get like too deep in the weeds on discourse that I've been reading for the past couple of days, but I am kind of curious on your thoughts on like Team Cherry not sending codes to journalists to have like time to write reviews before the release of the game.
Yeah,
that's been like a very interesting discussion, because I don't really know where I fall on that yet.
I don't want to say arrogance, overconfidence. Maybe like they deserve their confidence, but I don't know. I dare say it's not a situation like originally with June 2016 with Bethesda when because that was sort of the first one that sort of pioneered that. When the Doom beta, which was just multiplayer, didn't review so well, and so they only started giving out review codes after the game. They just got lucky. Well, they got lucky because the actual game itself was brilliant.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Is previously when a game didn't send out review copies, it was always a sign that it was just going to be a dog water game, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not sending out review copies in the faint hope that people will buy it without reviews.
If you need to go to the bathroom after this next series of tests, please let a test associate know, because in all likelihood, whatever comes out of you is going to be cold. Only temporary, so do not worry. If it persists for a week, though, start worrying and come see us, because that's not supposed to happen.
But I've shared 2 articles on Blue Sky recently that sort of have, I don't want to necessarily say opposing viewpoints, but they have very different takes on it. And one of them is making the argument that, like, them not sending out review copies is bad for criticism. By the way, I have no idea how to get over there. I don't see anywhere I can portal. Because, you know, like, publishers sending review codes is how a lot of criticism gets written. And the other argument being, like, publishers sending review codes, which basically always comes with restrictions on what you are and are not allowed to talk about, is bad for criticism. And not to sound like an embarrassing centrist or anything, but I feel like it kind of falls in the middle, you know? Like...
Okay.
I do agree that publishers, like, sending review codes with restrictions on both the amount of time you have to play the game before launch and what you are and are not allowed to talk about is bad for criticism, because it stifles the critic's ability to talk about what they want to talk about.
Yeah.
But, like, over there? No. But just, like, not sending out review copies at all means that a lot of critics just aren't going to be able to cover the game at all. Like, they have other paid things that they need to do instead. And Silksong is an interesting and unique case in that regard, I think, because it kind of already has... Let's see, is that just water down there? Or acid or whatever? I can't portal there, right? No, okay. Because a small but significant amount of people who were going to play Silksong already own Silksong, right? Like, they were the Kickstarter backers. And... oh, maybe I have to create, like, momentum with the elevator shaft?
Yeah, maybe. Can you put a portal on the floor? On that...
Looks like
you put a portal on the floor that...
Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, so let's move orange over there. There we go. Now I just need
how
a
do
way
you
to
fall down there?
get into the elevator shaft. And also, Hollow Knight is a game that is, I mean, as we've seen amongst our hosts, is kind of polarizing. Like, I think, oh, here it is. Most people who were going to buy Silksong already knew they were going to buy it, like, even before the release date was announced. And most people who were going to buy it didn't need reviews to tell them that they weren't going to buy it, you know? And that is taking, admittedly, a more utilitarian view on game reviews, where the game review is purely an indicator of is this a good product or not? And that is something that's separate from criticism. I put the wrong portal down, but that's okay. I can just do the other one. So I think this is right?
Yeah.
No.
I know that you're right. I think you just need to...
I just need to...
It's on a... Oh, yeah.
But there's...
Is there a space above it? Can you go,
No.
Can you go above?
Interesting. But we definitely have to use the elevator shaft. I just need to find out. Maybe I need to go over there first before I go into the pump station.
I sort of feel like you turn around. What? Yeah, you got that door there.
Neither of these doors open.
Just a heads up, we're going to have a superconductor turned up full blast and pointed at you for the duration of this next test. I'll be honest, we're throwing science at the wall here to see what sticks. No idea what it'll do. Probably nothing. Best case scenario, you might get some superpowers. Worst case, some tumors, which we'll cut out.
But I also don't really see a way to... Because there's a railing here that I'll bump into if I use this.
Oh, hang on. If you underneath, can you do it underneath where that portal is? The orange portal is underneath, like there. Or that
Like
work? That way, then
here-ish?
you're
Just so it doesn't like bump into the support
the
struts.
fence. Yeah.
Yeah, give it a try. And to go back to the point about Silksong, like Team Cherry
Yeah.
and Hollow Knight, they've built up so much goodwill that I don't think that utilitarian view on, like, that kind of very utilitarian review, I don't think was going to move the needle at all, basically. Oh my god. But I
it's the
do
right
also agree that
yeah.
most of the most interesting criticism about games comes from stuff that isn't, like, made to hit a deadline for, like, pre-release. Like, that comes out on release day, you know? So it's tough. And I feel like
Here's something
such a wishy-washy centrist when I say stuff like that. Each perspective has good points and bad points. Who'da thunk it? Okay. Now what? Oh. Right, I can just go there.
Here's something I don't get. I don't understand when the people who would get angry with reviews, whether it be media or physical products, when they feel like if they post up like they post up their own sort of like online review, that their review is more honest because they've actually gone ahead and purchased the product, rather than being given to it by, say, like the publisher or the creator of the product. Where I sort of feel the opposite way. I sort of feel like if you've bought a product, you're sort of more predetermined to give it favorable criticism.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that you've... yeah?
No, keep going.
Oh, no, just based off, rather than with a... if you've been giving it to it, like you got sort of certain guidelines by, like, so like a game publisher, you got certain
Too high up.
Or not high up enough,
Rather.
Yeah,
yeah.
there is sort of two sides to that. Like you said, like,
Yep.
if you paid for it with your own money, then you do kind of get the feeling of, well, I don't want to, like, ruin my investment, I guess. For oh my god, there's something right there. I'm such an
Oh my
idiot. Like, it would feel bad to admit, like, I wasted my own money on something I didn't like, you know?
Exactly.
But like you said, if you get the code for free, then a lot of the times, especially from the bigger publishers, there are going to be restrictions for what you are and are not allowed to talk about. And so it really depends on how you define honest in that
Yeah.
specific example, I suppose. That's such an English major way of looking at things, too. Oh, God. Well, first we have to define our terms. That's the kind of stuff that I'm glad I left academia for. Not that I was, like, an academic, you know, I did part of an English degree. But it's that kind of academic writing that I just never really got along with.
Yep.
I love telling this story. It was in my first year of university. The day that I decided that academia wasn't for me was the day that I turned in an essay in university about, I forget which short story it was, but it was a short story of, like, a man is, like, his ship is wrecked and he has to go back home on his own, basically.
Yep.
And it's a whole ordeal. It's not Rime of the Ancient Mariner, but it is, like, sort of in that spirit.
You look up. Look up. Is there anything up? Yeah. Maybe.
There's maybe something over there. Hell yeah. Gamers never look up. This is something we all know. It was sort of in the spirit of Rime of the Ancient Mariner. And I was like, ooh, I'll have some fun with this, which in academia you can never do. That's exaggerating for comedic effect, but it felt like that sometimes. And
They say
I...
science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
I turned in the essay and I call it A Boatload of Seamen.
Yeah.
And they were like, you shouldn't do that. And I was like, oh, I don't know if this is for me.
Yeah. Oh goodness. You gotta have fun.
You do. And that's why I like a lot of what I do read in games criticism is the best, not just games criticism, but media criticism has a very distinct voice. The voice of the person who's writing the piece.
This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
Like, and this is what I appreciate about you and Seskra, and something I still kind of struggle with on Unfocused, if I'm being completely honest, is you both have very interesting and personal takes that are very distinctly you, whereas my tendency in my reviews on Unfocused is to be just very informational. And I do have to, like, be very deliberate in, like, one of the funniest things I think I've ever done on Unfocused is Earth Defense Force Insect Armageddon and talking about the pesticide weapons. But, like, I spent, like, a good half hour just, like, trying to formulate the jokes for that, you know? That doesn't really come naturally to me.
Yep.
At least in, like, a pre-recorded setting.
Yeah. I think you can fall down because the blue gel's on the hole there.
Yeah, I'm also just sort of thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Because I see, and then blue up there. That activates. Okay, so I have to keep it weighed down with something. And that comes out of there, presumably. So I have to find a way to open that. And I assume it's that button, so I just... Okay, and then I put orange... Oh, I don't even have to move it. It is kind of... I think we talked about this on the first stream we did of single player. It is kind of funny, like, having done all the really complicated stuff with all this stuff in the multiplayer already, and now you're getting the tutorial on how it works.
They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here. I can talk about the control group all damn day.
I do love that Cave Johnson is just like a 12-year-old's impression of what a scientist does, you know? He's like, oh yeah, we're gonna do all these wacky, unethical experiments. He is like kind of a mad scientist. Okay. Alright, gamers never look up. There it is. Let's see if there's anything over here. Okay, it's just an office. Fair enough.
You gotta have those.
Yeah. I mean, I like it is always like a little bit of a bummer to go into an area and just be like, well, they like...
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
God. I can't remember what I was saying. Do you remember? I completely lost it. No. Right, yes. Where you go into an area and there's just like, they just modeled an entire room with, it has some like furniture, I suppose, but there's nothing else to it.
Yeah.
That is, again, sort of a very utilitarian approach to, well, if it doesn't add anything to the gameplay, then don't put it in the game. But there is a lot to be said for, this is one of my favorite words, verisimilitude.
Yep.
Just, you know, you have to put office spaces somewhere to make it look like a place that people go to. Mm-hmm. And that, you know, does add things, not necessarily to the gameplay, but just to the feel of it feeling like a world, you know? And this is, I think, sort of going into another thing. I don't like want to make our streams just let's talk about all the Discord on Blue Sky every week, but this is also something that I was thinking about. The like, what does it mean to respect the player's time?
Yeah.
Thing. So what does this actually accomplish? Oh, it moves. Oh, right, it makes that. Gotcha. All right. So I have to put a portal there. And then
yep.
I assume
You have to go over there.
I go through there, and then that makes the bouncy thing happen. Boing. Interesting. So I assume there's a crate over here. There is. And there's an argument to be made about, like, well, there's this room that doesn't do anything and doesn't add, like, there's nothing to interact with in this room. It's just set dressing. And that, like, little extra, I don't know, 4 seconds of time exploring a room that nothing happens in, I guess you could say that it's not respecting the player's time, but It's like 4 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
I think I have to put it.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
There's just something about the way that joke is constructed that really gets to me, right? Is you start, like, you give the most important information right at the end after it's stopped being relevant, basically. And also, specifically using the word skeleton over the word body there. Just the level of, that's just a level of attention to detail that I love about this game.
Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
I just love the deadpan humor in this.
Yeah. There
I
is.
just, have you seen the? Yes.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, have you seen the latest Naked Gun movie?
I haven't. I really want to, though. I love the Naked Gun.
It's good.
I believe it.
Yeah, like it's honestly been a while since they've made pure comedies.
Yeah.
You know, it's been all taken away. Like for a comedy, it has to be some sort of action comedy, like Marvel movies. So it's good to see just something and it's good humor. Like, but you were gonna say?
I was definitely going to say something. Yes.
Yeah.
Right, yes. Have you ever seen the world's... I think we've talked about this on Unfocused, maybe. The world's worst aged advertisement?
Oh, what would that be?
It's an ad from 1997.
Yep.
It was like the late 90s, in any case.
Yep.
About how it takes like half an hour to evacuate the World Trade Center in New York.
Yep.
But people would be safe if there was a fire because of the asbestos that it was built with.
Oh, God. Oh,
Asbestos and the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it come by on Tumblr sometimes, and every time I'm like, wow. People were like that back then, huh? Or things were just like that back then. Because to get, like, kind of real o'clock for a minute, like, that is one of the main things as to why the quality of life for the first responders at 9/11 was so bad, is because, like, A, there was just a lot of destruction and debris that they had to sort through, but B, there was just asbestos everywhere in the ruins.
Yep.
I genuinely have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Maybe, let's see, blue. I am starting to really understand the complaint that I mentioned before of, like, a lot of this part of the game is just scanning the environment for, okay, where's the one thing I'm allowed to portal on this time?
Rules, just like me. Bean counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
That's what we call disability discrimination. So I have to put the blue one other places. And I have to do it to like, let's just start there.
You the I'm Blue song.
Oh, I.
Got some opinions?
I mean, it's not like a unique opinion, just it is just like canonically one of the most annoying songs in the world, you know? And that's
I think
why it's so
I
catchy.
think you should be able. Yeah, I think you should be able to do it from like the ground.
Yeah,
If you
probably.
put it from the ground, and then just once
just
it's up
move
there. Yep.
One of my favorite YouTubers is, are you familiar with Todd in the Shadows? Oh,
Yep.
Whoops. Yeah. He, and his like end of the year, like 2 years ago, end of the year list, he covered his number one, spoilers I guess, was I'm Good by David Guetta featuring BB Rexa,
Yeah.
which is an EDM song that samples Blue Dabba Dee.
Yeah.
And that song is like Public Enemy number one for me. I cannot stand it. I've heard it way too often on the radio. I don't want to ever hear it again. And then we just...
It's so funny. I always hear it on the radio, and it's sort of that's because I've heard it the uncensored version.
There's an uncensored there's swears in that song?
Well, yeah, it's not big best friggin' night of my life.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I sort of tune out the lyrics to that song, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
just a wretched piece of music.
Yeah.
First try, baby.
Coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress
God.
actually triggers the reaction.
That is a real, like, don't think about pink elephants, don't think about pink elephants, don't think about pink elephants kind of approach to it. Alright, I think we got time for one more
Now, in
testing
your
room, and then we
control
gotta take a
group
break.
Kepler 7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you forgot it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
God. Tiny microchip about the size of a postcard. Ah, I see. So I have to... reach that button.
So put the blue one where the button is, just underneath the button, and then
And that turns off the water, but only temporarily. There we go.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. All right, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Question for you.
Yeah.
What is your favorite time travel story? And is it Terminator?
Yeah, gotta say Terminator.
See, I know you well enough to know that by now.
Like,
No, I wonder if the guy who likes RoboCop also likes Terminator. What a mystery that would be.
no, it's more so that the fact that it sort of knows that you can only do so much with time travel before it gets convoluted.
Yeah.
And so it's got a simple premise where you can go back in time, but you can't go forward in time. It's sort of you can change the past, but you're sort of stuck in the past.
Yeah. Okay, so that.
I mean, technically, time travel forward in time is easy. We're constantly doing that.
Yeah. We're time traveling at a rate of 1 second per second.
Exactly.
You know, I asked this question, and I don't know if I have an answer for myself, to be honest. Because there's a lot of wacky things you can do with time travel. Like, if we're talking about games, then obviously, like, Prince of Persia is sort of the obvious example.
Yeah.
But Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Oh, that game's so good. Did you ever play that?
Yeah. No.
Oh, you should. Okay, so I know I have to... Can I, like... No, that's acid. Okay. But what if... Come with me on this journey.
Yep. And then jump up. Boing.
I don't know if I've ever seen a single Terminator movie, to be honest. Did you see Terminator Genesis with a Y?
Yes, that's the one with the only one apart from Arnold Schwarzenegger, the only one I recognize is oh no, actually okay, so it's okay, so it was Emilia Clarke.
Yeah.
She played Sarah Connor, and it was an Australian actor who did goodness,
Was it Sam
he
Worthington?
played John Connor. No,
Because they were trying to
Jason
give
Clarke.
him a solo push for a while, right?
Yeah. Yeah, God knows what happened to them. Jason Clarke, he was an Australian actor. Also had Matt Smith as the T-5000.
Like Doctor Who Matt Smith?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. It was so weird. It's just he just, like, spoilers for me, just shows up and corrupts John Connor in just like one entire bit. That was it. Oh, yeah, put it up there. Yep, and then it'll put it on there.
Matt Smith is like... Have you watched a lot of Doctor Who?
Goodness, when did I? Because I've only seen the late. I guess I've watched up to the first series of the previous, not the current. Well, no, not the. I'm gonna go grab the.
Yeah, you've watched like the first season of Jodie Foster's Doctor?
That's right. Yeah, up to the first season of Jodie Foster. That's right.
Okay.
I didn't watch any other season after that, and then I did watch the first season of the new Doctor. I can't remember their name. Escaping me, sorry.
Yeah.
That was the one that sort of was
Go
on
up
Disney Plus.
there.
Yeah.
Then you do have
Features take a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction.
then you do at least have
But coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink
For the most current series, yes, I do have a
They didn't fly
knowledge
into
of it.
space,
Yeah.
storm up beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
but you do have a frame of reference for what I'm about to reference then.
Yeah.
Do you remember the episode of like the Matt Smith Doctor Who, where they had like the like flesh duplicates?
Flesh duplicates.
Yeah, they were like the like sort of mostly formed humans made of that came from like milky flesh vats.
Oh yeah.
Matt Smith looks like the flesh duplicate version of himself. You know, he always just looks sort of like half formed to me. Okay,
Yeah.
so now what? I assume I have to get up there, and I do that by putting.
Oh
there,
yeah, I know.
and
Yeah.
And that's, I think, why he's good at playing villains, because there is just sort of like, I don't mean to clown on him too hard, because, you know, you can't really choose how you look. I do want to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let's just spread some goo around and see what happens. Genghis Khan during his conquest. But yeah, I think that's why he's so good at playing villains, because he does kind of have a like uncanny valley thing going on with his own face.
Okay.
That being said, he was not a good villain in Morbius, but I put that down to Morbius just being a very bad movie more than I do to Matt Smith specifically.
Yeah, I have not seen Morbius, so I cannot comment.
I decided I was really bored one evening and I was like, it's on Netflix. I'll just watch it for the memes, you know?
Yeah.
And it wasn't worth it, to be honest. Like, it was
Yeah.
just boring. Like, Madam Web is at least bad in a funny way.
Oh, that's
Like, but Morbius is just boring.
okay.
Spoilers for Madam Web, I suppose, in case anyone cares. The funniest thing
You
about
shouldn't, but-
Madam Web is that the day is saved by Pepsi.
Okay.
Because, like, there's, like, the big climactic fight at the end because it's a superhero movie, you know?
Yeah.
And they're on this, like, sort of industrial factory scaffolding thing. And
Yep.
she beats the main villain by dropping a big, like, Pepsi billboard on him. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, that
I
movie
feel
was
so
terrible.
bad for Dakota Johnson. Because, like, she's a good actress, but
Yeah.
she's just been in some absolutely wretched movies that make it look like she isn't. Like, I watched the first 50 Shades of Grey movie again for the memes, for the lols. And I had way more fun with that movie imagining, like, that the two main characters, Anna and Christian, are like two serial killers who are trying to target each other. Because they just have zero chemistry. And I think now I have to shove it off? Like use the goo to shove the block off somehow? Maybe... And, you know, both Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan, I would not consider them to be bad actors at all. Oh, it worked. Yeah. Damn it. Just had to wait. But they just had zero chemistry. And
yep.
I only ever watched the first one because it was not good. And I didn't feel like watching the other ones. And that's how media consumption works, basically, you know? And now we wait. Maybe I can move a little closer. Seskar gives me crap for this all the time, in that I have very weird taste in movies. Because, like, there we go. I'm a big, like, so bad it's good enjoyer.
Yep.
All right, before we go into the next area, we're going to take a very quick break to do some... I don't know about you, but I'm going to do some back stretches because, again, office chair's gone. So we'll talk to you all in a couple of minutes. Go to the bathroom, get more water, do some stretches of yourself. Hey, we're all adults here, and we need to do that. So we'll talk to you all in a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And we're back from break. How y'all doing? Before we keep going, I just want to remind everybody that, hey, if you like us talking about this kind of thing, we do have podcasts you can find at your favorite podcast distribution platform, be it Spotify or Apple Podcasts or just directly on Podbean or directly on our website, patreon.com. Nope, not patreon.com, gamepodular.com. You can also go to Patreon if you want, but that's not where the podcasts are hosted. Where we talk about all sorts of things. We have End Focus, which is the Nintendo one. We talk about specifically like news and reviews of games that are on Nintendo systems. I use that wording very specifically because sometimes we play it not on the Nintendo system, although sometimes we do. Obviously, we talk about Nintendo games. Adoy. And Gamepodular Unfocused, which is me, Scott, and Seskra. We review games from whatever we want, basically, be it Nintendo or otherwise.
So somebody had discussions about wrestling.
Yeah, me and Seskra are both wrestling fans, and it's gonna come up. We can't not. We only spend 4 hours a week plus a 4-hour pay-per-view a month watching wrestling, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to put this into a segue from the discussion we had just moments before. The cast of the Street Fighter movie has been announced.
And there's 3 wrestlers in it.
Do you have... Yes, I was just wondering, do you have thoughts?
I mean, I feel like we talked about this a bit in the Earth Defense Force 5 stream. Ooh, I should actually... There. Now we can hear the game, and also it runs at a good frame rate. I think casting wrestlers in fighting game movies is perfect. Because you can't really, especially Street Fighter, you can't really do a movie like that and have it not be campy, and I think that's where wrestlers acting have their strengths.
Congratulations. The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
Like, Cody Rhodes as Guile, ideal casting.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns as Akuma, he can do the sort of threatening aura that Akuma kind of needs. And then Hiroki Goto as E Honda, he's not actually a sumo wrestler, but close enough, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The one that I saw it described on Blue Sky many months ago as vibes-based casting. The one that gets me is Vega is Orville Peck, who is a country singer, who's supposed to be very good. I've never listened to any of his music. But, like, it genuinely feels like the director was like, who's known for wearing a mask? And just picked the first name they could think of. Because I have no idea if Orville Peck's any good at acting. I guess for a movie like Street Fighter, you don't necessarily have to be. But that's pretty much all I know as far as the cast goes, because I'm a wrestling fan, so that's the only ones I pay attention to.
David Dasmal Chen.
Right, yes,
Bison.
he's Bison. And
That's an interesting choice.
he's got some serious acting chops, I'd say.
I think from the discussion, he's got some Matt Smith vibes.
Yeah.
I think that's like potentially cast as a villain.
What am I missing here? I haven't seen the movie that he's in that I really want to see is Late Night with the Devil. I've heard that one's interesting.
Oh yes.
Because most of what I know him from is Polka Dot Man from The Suicide Squad. We're just not going that way. Okay. And I mean, again, like so many of these fighting game movies try to play it straight, and I just don't think that's something you should be doing. Like, if you try to play it straight, you get like Street Fighter and The Legend of Chun-Li, you know?
Yeah.
With, I mean, I'm actually a big, the guy who played Bison, what's his name?
Raul.
No, the Legend of Chun-Li.
Oh,
That guy.
I know he. You know who you are. Where it just instantly popped up. Quake 4. I knew him from.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I mostly know him from like the DC TV shows, like the Arrowverse. And he was really good in Justified, if you've ever seen that.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's actually also capable of being pretty campy, but they basically just didn't let him do that in Legend of Chun-Li. I will say, I've never watched Legend of Chun-Li, so I'd have to make that call on my own. Let's see, I could
See, that's sort of a I think that's a Madam Web Morbius situation there. Whereas the original Street Fighter movie is to Madam Web, and then Morbius is to The Legend of Chun-Li.
Yeah, because The Legend of Chun-Li just looks boring.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, the guy who plays Bison, he's capable of being a lot more interesting than he is in that movie.
Yes.
And this is definitely something we talked about on stream before, but the Mortal Kombat movie that's getting a sequel next year now, I guess. It was going to come out like next month, but it got delayed to like February for some reason. That I think was perfect. Like, because you can't make a Mortal Kombat movie without having just absolutely insane lore, because Mortal Kombat is just wild when you think when you think about it even just for a second. Oh, okay, I have to put one there, and then when I come out of orange I have to put blue up there. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited for the next Mortal Kombat movie. I'm buying tickets to that one. Because the first one I had a great time with. It's really fun. And there's like a Dead or Alive movie from like, I want to say 2008. And I don't know anything about Dead or Alive, but here's a blast from the past. Do you remember, are you familiar with the name The Spoony One?
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave.
I've heard of that,
CEO
yeah.
of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related?
$60? That's not even going to buy a first-party Switch 2 game. I guess this was maybe like $60. This is like $60 of 1970s money, maybe, based on the decor.
Oh. Probably still wouldn't cover it.
But yeah, the Dead or Alive movie, like, forgot to put colliders on this desk.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen like the Spoony One's review of it, and he's a big fighting game fan, and like he kind of tore it to pieces, but with the like understanding that basically all of his reviews are he's playing up how much he hates it for comedy, you know.
I think with that one,
and most of what I remember about that one is pro wrestler Kevin Nash is in it.
Oh, okay.
Then, all right, which one? Orange. No, blue. And it's like a 1-2 punch of wrestling because Kevin Nash is in it, but he's wearing a Hulk Hogan like. Okay, that wasn't the answer. Like wig and because that's closed, so I need to open it first. I see. He's wearing the bandana and hairpiece that Hulk Hogan is famous for. Oh, I see. There is more office space.
Now, what does that number mean? According to 26, it's got to mean something.
Well, it's not the funny weed number.
Ah.
So that's my joke's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cosplaying as a hack streamer. I forgot to put on my streaming outfit. Damn it. I'm not a character from the TV series Magnum PI this time. The worst part is, it's like, I still could. It's like in this room. But, we're too far in, I think, to switch it up now. So I feel like there's a button I'm supposed to be finding that's going to open those gates.
I sort of feel like there's that sideways, outside diagonal surface towards your left. Up the top there. So if you to the right, you go to the right, and then down a bit. See that to the left a bit.
Oh, that
Left,
one.
yep,
Yeah.
there. And also if you fall down, if you put it there, will that take you somewhere?
It takes me like up there. Let's see what that accomplishes. Nope. Okay, I gotta move it over a bit, but I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay.
I talked about this on the Donkey Kong Bonanza stream with Seskra, of like I have this bug up my butt about like doing like a podcast where the bit is every week or every episode we talk about a different video game movie.
Could you order this bird for me? Ow. Thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. No tricks.
Sounds good to me.
Only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look, I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird. You stabbed me. What is wrong with you?
Tater toot.
Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Whoa, where are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato.
Now I think we can do the whole,
Burn up in the atomic
if you go up there and sort of,
Yeah.
going.
Put blue over there. No, that's still closed.
oh,
Oh, wait, maybe I have to like
jump, speedy
Jump.
jump.
down there
down.
and then create momentum and then put orange like up there or something. Oh, okay, that's messing with my head a little bit. Can I put the blue portal? All right, and then right, put orange up there, and then there we go.
Hey,
But the problem with the podcast, the like video game movie podcast, is you're gonna end up with like a lot of video game movies are just kind of boring. Like the Assassin's Creed one is just not good, but not in like a fun way.
Happened while I was out.
And I don't know. I feel like it runs the risk of just
Through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
Hold on.
Caroline, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. Why did I just... Who is that? What the hell is going on here?
is you're gonna have a lot of podcast episodes where it's just like, yeah, I don't really know what to say. This movie just kind of sucks, and that's the podcast, you know. But I do find the weird things you have to do when adapting a video game. When adapting a linear narrative into a non-linear narrative and vice versa. I just find that very interesting. Ah, we got speed gel. Because, like, there's, like, only a handful of, like, movie license tie-in games that are actually good. Let me see, and then I need orange. Gotcha.
So, I'm just on Wikipedia at the moment.
Yeah.
Looking at the list of the highest grossing video game film adaptations. So for the top 10, I'm going to I'm going to see if you can guess what these are. Now,
Yes, I love guessing.
I will give it. Yeah. So, let's get some ones out of the way. Super Mario Brothers movie, highest grossing of all time.
Makes sense.
The second is Second one is Minecraft.
Right, I forgot about that one.
Yep. And then I'm going to say Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 are both in there. So, that would leave 6. Do you want to guess any of them, or?
Yeah, I love guessing games. Didn't Rampage make like a surprising amount of money?
That came in.
Rampage starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Number 6.
Hell yeah, there we go. What about the Alicia? Not the Alicia Vikander. Did any of the like Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movies get in there? Because I don't think the
Not
Alicia
in the top
Vikander
10.
one did particularly well.
Yeah, no Tomb Raider ones.
What about Uncharted?
Yes, that came in at number 7.
Really? So I have to. Sorry, I'm also thinking about the game. I have to
Yes,
depress this to like get up there, but you know, maybe I should just. But the thing is, I can't. Let's just go there and see what's up again, because I feel like I have to speed gel over here, but I can't get the speed gel in here because I can't access the button from here. Actually, oh, I can. Oh my god. Because then I go back there, keep the blue, go back through, put the orange down there. Okay. Again, this would be so much easier with a co-op partner. Other video game movies. I don't think the Assassin's Creed one did well.
No.
What about
that.
the Prince of Persia with Jake Gyllenhaal?
That is sort of what I wanted to get at, is that is number 10.
That's one of the less bad ones.
I just thought that was the most surprising. Because the other ones are Warcraft, number 4.
Right, yeah. Warcraft did big numbers in China, right?
Detective Pikachu, number 5.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And Angry Birds movie, number 9.
Oh my god, I forgot about the Angry Birds movie. I mean, I don't really think about Angry Birds all that much. I've never played it. But yeah, that
That's good.
probably did, like, Illumination. Because wasn't it Illumination? Or was it Sony?
Sony.
Sony, yeah. Okay, so I didn't go fast enough. Interesting. Maybe I have to create more momentum. What am I doing wrong? I do love the way the music changes when you're on the speed gel.
Yep.
It's very cool.
If you go, is there a way you can change the where the orange is to where that orange portal is? Can you change it to where that crash dummy saw? Yep, there. Yep, and go down there, and now use that.
Oh, have more of a run up.
Yeah.
No.
No.
There is just sort of a max speed you can hit on the gel. But I like where your head's at. Unless this like little bit of no, I don't think this little bit of not coverage does actually changes anything. Maybe I just need to like time my jump correctly. Oi. No. All right. Is there somewhere I can portal up here? That'd be useful. Interesting. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, the problem is with like obviously adapting a video game to a linear narrative like a movie, there's always going to be some growing pains. And most video games are just so long that condensing it to like a 2-hour movie, you'd miss so much. Like that's honestly like one of the reasons why the Warcraft movie didn't really work, and I did see it in theaters, by the way. Is
Same.
Warcraft just has so much just lore that you have to get through to understand what's going on in that movie. And so much of the movie was just like characters blankly explaining their motivations almost essentially to the camera. And it was really boring.
So, fun fact, I watched it with my roommate at the time, who was very much into World of Warcraft, so it sort of worked for them. And they actually met their partner through Warcraft.
Oh, I love hearing stories like that.
Yeah.
Like I haven't played a lot of World of Warcraft, but I've played a lot of Warcraft, like Warcraft 3. Reign of Chaos and Frozen Throne. Okay, so that wasn't the answer either. Maybe it's something over here? Probably not. No. So I was sort of there, and that's sort of what the movie covers, is stuff that happened like Warcraft 3 era. Like the orcs are a relatively new concept to the world. Oh my god, I did it wrong. And so I went with a friend who was like, all right, so we're gonna watch this movie together, and afterwards I need you to explain who all these characters are. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe there's other stuff I need to cover with gel. Ooh. No, I don't think knocking the box off is really gonna accomplish much. But there's, especially like fighting games, they get a lot of Hollywood adaptations, and I don't know why specifically fighting games are the ones. I guess they just have like a colorful cast of characters. But most fighting games aren't exactly known for their stories, you know?
When you get to the weeds of them, some of them, like Mortal Kombat. Well, there's a lore.
Yeah, there is a big difference between lore and story, though, you know? And that's honestly why, like, I admit I haven't watched the Last of Us TV show, but I think that's a much better format for adapting games. Just because you have a lot more time to breathe with the characters, and you can, like, use different episodes to show off different aspects of what was in the game. Like, I know Jordan Vogt Roberts, who did the Kong Skull Island movie. He's been threatening to make a Metal Gear Solid movie for years. And ooh, can I build up momentum? No, there's nowhere to portal on this side. God damn it. And honestly, I would much rather that be a movie. Or much rather that be a TV show. Like, adapting, let's say, like, Metal Gear Solid 3 to a TV show, and you can show, like, you know, different parts of sneaking into the base, and then every episode can have, like, one of the bosses, you know, the end, the pain, etc., be, like, the main villain of that episode. I think that would be a much better structure than making it a movie. What am I missing? Am I just, like, dumb?
No, it just seems like you need to get a lot of momentum.
Yeah, but I don't think that actually does anything, though, is the problem.
This is like, it doesn't. It's looking like you need to go down there. And you can't just. Oh, no, you.
Because I can't, like, go here, because I can't portal there. Okay, yeah. I need it to be a straight shot, at the very least. But yeah, like, something like Mario or Minecraft, I will say I haven't seen either of those movies, so I don't know if they're any good. I think something like that works much better as a movie, but especially if you're gonna do, like, a much longer thing like you would with, like something like The Last of Us, or honestly Uncharted, or honestly Mortal Kombat would make a pretty decent TV show as well, right? Because the whole thing of it is it's a fighting tournament, and so each episode of your TV show can be built around a different fight. Like, one of the best parts of shonen anime is the tournament arc. And imagine just an entire TV show that is a shonen anime tournament arc, but it's Mortal Kombat instead of, like, My Hero Academia. You know? I think that would be awesome. I almost swore. I think that would be sick, right? Or Street Fighter, that's also a tournament, I think. Probably.
Yeah.
I've heard again, getting into wrestlers being in it, I've heard the Twisted Metal TV show's pretty good. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah. I haven't.
Featuring professional wrestler Samoa Joe as Sweet Tooth.
And also voiced by Will Arnett, is it? No.
I think so, yeah.
The one
Sounds
from
correct.
Arrested Development.
Yeah, that's Will Arnett.
I
Samoa
think
Joe
something
does
like
all of the physical acting, I guess.
I think something like Metroid could possibly work well as a TV show.
I'm gonna say something that is gonna make some fans mad, and I recognize, and I want to say right off the bat that I recognize that I don't have a lot of experience with the Metroid franchise. But they'd have to give Samus a character, and I don't know what that would be, you know? Because sort of the running joke that everyone has is, like, they tried to give her a character in Metroid Other M, and that game is stinky poo-poo, right? Like, nobody likes that game.
I think you can sort of get away with like a TV series just because if you're trying to do that within the game, it does affect the game, and that's I think what went wrong with Other M. Like you just sort of the game itself needs to be. It's actually something like Half-Life, just continually running, nothing really the environmental storytelling.
Yeah.
Whereas I think you could expand on that. It's something like that, yeah.
I liked where my head was at.
Yeah.
Maybe I just need more gel.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I have to do all that again. No. Oh, I really do. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Put the blue over there.
But this is something like as long as like video game adaptations, no, sorry, comic book adaptations of video games.
Oh, it's probably my neighbors. Okay. Sorry,
I mean, they've
It smells like toast, and I know that's like an indicator that you're about to have a heart attack, but I don't feel anything else. But I was like, is my PC like going really hard? But I don't think so.
No.
I think like I have like there's a device, maybe you can see it behind me. No, because it's the same color as the wall. There's a device like right there that's like an air purifier, not an air purifier, it's like an air filter. It like keeps some amount of air circulation in the apartment, and then it like brings in air from outside and circulates it around here. And it smells like toast, I assume, because one of my neighbors is making toast. I assume.
Yeah. It's like, stop making me think I'm having a stroke.
Yeah. Unless my computer's about to catch fire and also there's bread inside of it. Which seems unlikely. I mean, I do eat lunch at this desk quite often, but there is a lot of desk between where the bread crumbs would fall and the PC tower itself.
Yes.
I kind of feel like an idiot, you know? Like, what am I not getting here? I'm gonna save just so it has a different place to come back to.
Good call.
Because if I start the momentum here, and then... Okay. Oh my god, that was it. We were just... I just didn't have enough gel. That was the answer. Alright. Now we have to push the button up there. And that means... I have to create falling momentum. Right, don't... I'm going to take my finger off the right trigger so I don't move the blue one.
No, I think you can just now.
I think I just
you should be able to
run,
just
right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, I guess emotional outbursts require more than 1.6 volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax. We're still going to find out what the hell's going on here, but calmly.
I think we spent like 45 minutes on that puzzle, which is a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, at least I have never claimed to be good at puzzle games. In fact, very much the opposite. Okay. Oh, it's a combination bouncing and speed gel that we use for this. Because, alright, yeah, we set this up, and then we... do that first. And then... no, we do orange first. Because then we...
Oh, yes, plus the...
Yep. Yeah, I silly me. And then we put one over there. And one over there. Bonk. Oh, I see. Just sort of there, I guess. And then we have to move the orange one again. So
Do
put
that.
orange there. Oi.
Is
Oh
there
my
one
God.
above that? Oh, yeah, up at the very top.
Yeah, there is. Well. Oh my God. I'm an idiot. I'm a big old dum dum. And then I move orange up there because I have to get
And then
up
you
there.
move.
And keep orange there. Move the blue just there, I guess. And then put
Blue there.
blue there. There we go.
War hero and or Olympian, with your help, we're gonna take him out. This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
That's cool. Yeah, it's like 70s. With the logo.
I mean, like,
If you're interested in an
peeing in
additional
the
$50,
elevator is a
flag down a test
time-honored
associate and let 'em
tradition.
know. You could walk out of here with 120 weighing down your bindle if you let us take you apart, put some science stuff in you, then put you back together, good as new.
that's probably
It's probably
a
fine.
great idea. All right, so we have to put, or I said, there we go. Let's start there.
And I think the blue one, you put the
Blue,
blue portal up
probably.
the top there. And then put the orange one where the blue thing's going. It'll...
Right, and then I portal over there, and then
Yep.
put, yeah, okay, I'm picking, no, butts. Alright, put orange here, and
Yep.
fix that.
You just walk through it now. Hold that. Yep, and then put the...
Big land on metal grating. Thank you, closed captions. I don't mean to sound sarcastic about that. I think closed captions are just mandatory, honestly. Like if you're a game studio with any kind of budget, like believe me, this is why I find it very important that we put subtitles on like the social media clips we release, because ideally I'd love to be able to put like podcast transcripts as well, but we do not have the time or money to be able to do that, basically. Which sucks, because I do believe it's very important.
I think what you need to do there, you need to take the box off the button,
Okay,
and then use
what?
the pulse and use the jump gel. So if you take it off and then put it down there, and then you need to get the jump gel. Somehow get a jump up to cover that.
See, the way I'm reading this is I'm supposed to like use these two walls to create some sort of momentum. Like put speed gel between them. I'm just gonna put that there and see like what I can
Okay.
accomplish.
Okay.
Because where are we? Okay, yeah. Because with this, now it's a platform I can land on as well. I don't know what that
Okay.
accomplishes. I think I have to land on it from there?
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Because you need that surface to be, if you land, because you need to jump from there and then land on that, and then you need to jump from that.
Yeah, so
And then get up there.
I take speed gel and put it like here, and then create a hit max speed, and then somehow get a portal over there while I'm doing that. Maybe I can do it if I'm running in that direction. Probably not. I mean, let's just try it, because I can portal up there to like start setting it up. Because I think I just have to speed this. Like, I don't know if I need jump gel for this as well. I need to
I
put
think
blue
you do need
on
jump.
that, but not on this.
So that's why I'm. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If you take the box,
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I have to take the crate off, and then put the blue gel on it, and then rotate it. Ah, yes.
yeah.
I'm picking up what you're
You
putting
get back.
down. Now I just have to get back over there.
To the right of it. Oh, there. Yeah.
Let me take blue and put it over there. I said over there.
Yeah.
Just make sure it has a good coating. I'll give it one more.
Yep.
All right, and now we.
Now you can put the box on the button.
Yeah. And now I have to cover this with orange, probably.
I
I
think
need
what you
to-
do. Can you put it up there? Put a portal up there where you were just up there. Yep, there's there. Yep, and then can you see? Oh yeah, put the orange one there. That way, then it'll create the Oh, is that gonna? No. Okay. That's all right. Now, can you?
See, I put blue. That's grating, so it's not gonna.
Yeah,
cover
I
the
think.
whole
Is
thing.
it possible where the first lot where you did the speed, that first thing, can you get back onto there and then shoot up there? So if you were to,
Oh.
can you get? Yeah, yeah. Can you? That's right. So that's all right. Can you shoot a portal there?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I think I see what you're saying. Because then if I can,
Yep.
I'll put a portal like there. I wish I had the ping for multiplayer. That would be
Yeah.
useful.
and then put an orange one where you are now.
Yeah, and then if I can
and
put
then-
one over... I can. Let's go.
Yep.
In case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So, that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying
Scooping.
us.
Scooping out tumors is such an ominous phrase.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy? Tattered hats? Beard dirt?
Beard dirt. All forms must be filled out literally. They clearly painted over that. Okay. I guess we solve this with our brain. Can we get up there somehow? No? Maybe? Ah, there it is. And then... Oh, probably just through there, huh? That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Pump station Gamma. Actually, let's put one there, and then... There, I assume?
Carolyn, 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 why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or... Oh my god. Look,
Yeah.
you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
The curious thing is, I definitely need to make momentum happen, but maybe I should have gone down there first. Yeah. What was the white gel again?
Portable surface.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Did we ever use any of that in multiplayer?
I don't think so.
Right, because now I see. All right, but it's our cutoff time. So we're gonna call it there because my back hurts. There's only so much stretching can do. We had some really cool discussions on this episode. Like we made a good amount of progress on the game as well, but man, we talked about some cool stuff. I can't wait to put this online
did.
and maybe have other people react to it. If you do like this sort of thing, you can go to Gamepodular.com to listen to our podcasts. Also on whatever podcast service you enjoy using, be it Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, or I don't know, other ones. I use Apple Podcasts, so I don't know most of the other ones. Also, you go to patreon.com/Gamepodular, where you'll be able to send us money. You don't have to, of course. Take care of yourself first. If you got some extra cash lying around and you want to send it our way, we'd super appreciate it. And lastly, Ko-fi. Also, you can send us money there. Our next stream is scheduled for the 18th, I believe. Thursday the 18th, right? That's what we decided?
Yes.
Yeah, our next stream is going to be Thursday the 18th because I'm not going to be available for the next 3 weekends, basically.
You're gonna be a busybody.
I am, yeah. Lots of traveling. One of them international. So take care of yourselves. See you on whatever else we see you. We are recording a new End Focus this coming week, I hope, depending on scheduling. So that should be a good time. And I'm gonna be at least talking about, maybe Rosalie as well, the Starcrest World expansion for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Absolute
yes.
banger. So look forward to that. We'll of course let you know on the Discord, which you can join. It should still be the most recent thing in chat. You can join the Discord there, or you can follow us on the website or on our Blue Sky, which is where we send most of our notifications, except for the Discord as well. Just find us at Gamepodular on basically everything except Twitter. I mean, I guess we are technically like the account still exists on Twitter, but it hasn't been updated in like 2 years at this point, probably like a year and a half. But yeah, find us on Blue Sky, find us on the Discord. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.